Today is Thursday, June 18, and a significant day in the history of Western Europe. I'll tell you what that has to do with dental web marketing when we return. Welcome back to the Patient Attraction Podcast. I'm Colin Receiver, founder and CEO of SmartBox Web Marketing and self-proclaimed history buff. I've gotten some good comments on my history-based podcast, so I thought I'd give you another one today. As college-educated doctors, I'm sure you're all familiar with Napoleon and the way he dominated Europe in the late 17 and early 1800s. It was a long time ago, but it still has repercussions today and lessons for us all to learn. Now, I won't bore you with the tale of Napoleon. You're all high school and college graduates and you've heard all about him. But today is important today because it's the day that Napoleon was defeated at Waterloo in central Belgium. After 23 years of French military mastery, the general and his army of 72,000 French troops was defeated by a combined army of 113,000 from Britain, Holland, Belgium, and Prussia. So Napoleon, one of the greatest military strategists and tacticians the world's ever seen, was defeated by overwhelming combined forces. As I prepared this podcast, I wanted to draw a parallel between dentists and one of the two sides. I realized that dentists often are on one side or the other, depending on their situation. Sometimes dentists are Napoleon. They're that skilled, masterful expert, being overwhelmed by the forces of commercial dental operations, the economy, insurance companies, corporate dentistry, etc. These are the dentists who need help, who are on the verge of defeat and exile to their own personal island of St. Helena, like Napoleon. But some dentists are like the Allied armies. They've cobbled together a group of people to help them succeed, even against the most formidable challenge of all, failure. These dentists have joined forces with a practice management consultant, a phone training expert, a dental marketing system, and they've got a team that's helping grow and promote their practice. These dentists recognize that it takes a coalition of forces in the modern age to overcome failure, which has been defeating fantastic dentists since dentistry began. How are you overcoming failure? Today's also historic for another reason. It's the birthday of the late British explorer, George Mallory. George Mallory died trying to climb Mount Everest in 1924. And it took 75 years to find his body, still frozen, perfectly preserved, 2,000 feet from the summit of the mountain. Now, George Mallory is not famous because he failed. He's famous because he tried. And when asked before his fatal attempt why he wanted to climb the highest mountain in the world, he replied, "Because it's there." What do you want to climb the mountain of stress and aggravation and hassle and frustration to reach the peak of success? Because it's there. When you're ready to form your coalition to defeat failure, when you're ready to start climbing to the peak of your success, we'll be here to help. Until tomorrow, keep moving forward.